Today you're going to get a twofer. This is primarily working with Google research tools, but oftentimes we want to have a document to work against or work through or expand on. I'm going to use an extension, a free extension called Save to Google Drive. I'm going to save this. I have it set up in Google Drive in the options menu to go to a particular folder in my Google Drive, so I know where it goes. It's always fun to save stuff and never know. Anyway, I'll just select that, and it starts doing its work over here, and we can see that it's working. All I'm doing is copying this and all of this information, and I've done it. So I'm going to go to Google Drive, and I just happen to have that folder open, and here it is. Now there's going to be a lot of front matter in this document. That was the stuff that was here. I'm going to just leave it for now. I could get rid of it if I wanted to, but I don't. So I'm just going to leave it. We'll just scroll past it until we get down to our document. Here's our text. I'm going to just select this for a moment. That was not the right thing to do, but that's the way it goes. You notice, by the way, you got your citation at the end, so that can be quite helpful if you do decide to use this in some kind of writing exercise where that citation is necessary. So there we have it. Now, the research tools, I'm just going to close them down for a moment. A couple of ways of getting them. You can go here to Tools and Research. But what is very interesting is, for instance, I'm reading about the FlexFoot Cheetah design that Oscar Pistorius, the Blade Runner, used. Highlight my text that I want, I right-click, and notice there's research. Watch what happens on the right side. We begin to get information that relates to this word, in which case we have some images, and we can probably take a look at, and this is the company that made it together and talks about how it works, and so we've got a lot of material relating to this text here, and that's how the research tools work so nicely. If, for instance, we want to look at 3D printers, right-click, research, it begins to look at 3D printers. And so what we're able to do with Google and with an article is we can expand on it and embellish it so much more than we ever could, and it's all done right within Google Drive. Now again, I happen to be out here on the Michigan Electronic Library. I used Google Save to Google Drive. I saved it as a Google Doc so that I could open it up in Google Docs and do much what I need. Certainly I could highlight things, but and you know, if this were a different if there were a different procedure required for dealing with this document, but today it was looking at what we can do with the research tools by simply highlighting and looking what we have here. So that is the research tools in Google, something hopefully that you will demonstrate to your students.